After who in the hell is Mel Kiper in a way? I mean, here's a guy that criticizes everybody, whoever they take. He's got the answers to who you should take and who you shouldn't take. In my knowledge of him, he's never ever put on a jockstrap. He's never been a coach. He's never been a scout. He's never been an administrator. And all of a sudden, he's an expert.
Atlanta has selected Brett Favre, quarterback, Southern Mississippi.
So Atlanta gets a favor by selecting Brett Favre from Southern Mississippi.
Ron tackled Tony Mandarich, Michigan State. Next up, Detroit
Lions. No
Lions.
doubt about that one.
With the 24th selection in the 2005 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Aaron Rodgers, quarterback to California.
I honestly think Brian Brohm 2 years from now could be the starting quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. It would not shock me at all. And
With the 26th pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Jordan Love, quarterback.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of Draft Day, the only draft show where we talk literally nothing about the NFL Draft, presented by Game On Wisconsin. I'm your commissioner, Dan Connick. Thank you for joining us today, everybody. Hope that you are ready for some fun Draft Day action. Today, we have got the Breakfast of Champions cereal. We are drafting our favorite breakfast cereals. I have been looking forward to this one ever since we put the idea of doing this show together. So I feel like we got a really great crew to do this with us here today. We'll get this guy out of the way first because you guys all know this clown over here to my left. It's my Lombardi's Bar co-host and partner from Game On Wisconsin, Jimmy Christensen. Jimmy, how are you doing, buddy?
Dude, I can't wait to talk about cereals. This was literally my breakfast, lunch, and dinner as a child because it was the only thing I could make. So I am well versed in the sugary sweetness.
The only thing you could make, or the only thing you were allowed to make? Like your parents, were you like one of the kids, your parents wouldn't let you touch the stove or use like knives that didn't have rounded edges?
I could touch the stove. My mom was real weird about knives, but I cooked eggs here and there, you know?
Eggs.
I usually just try to get my sister to cook for me.
Down here, right below me, is the Pack Daddy himself from Packernet, Ryan Schlipp. Ryan, thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks a lot. I'm glad that you brought me on. I'm actually not as big on cereal anymore, but I'm glad that you invited me because it brought me back to my childhood, and I remembered how great cereal was, and I think I'm going to have to do a little research afterwards and go get some cereal because this stuff is pretty amazing, man.
I know. I was thinking that too as I was like working on this. I'm like, I get some cereal every now and then, but really like all of this, all of the draft stock that I'm putting in everything is all nostalgia. It's all from what I ate when I was a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and so our third and final member right over here to my southwest over here is from Acme Packing Company, Evan Tex Western. Evan, how you doing, man?
Doing good. This is right up my alley. I was a big time cereal kid when I was younger. Now it is kind of my go-to like middle of the day snack. So I'll usually pour out a little bowl in the middle of the afternoon to carry me through to the end of the workday. So my cereal eating habits have evolved. My tastes haven't changed a whole lot since I was about 8 or 9 years old. So I'm excited about this.
And Evan rocking the full Wisconsin garb to support the Badger hockey team. What is it? It's got to be finals now, right? Because I know I'm a BG guy. WCHA, they're going into the finals this coming weekend, so it's got to be Big Ten finals, right?
Big Ten championship tonight. Wisconsin against Minnesota. It doesn't get any bigger of a rivalry.
Oh, jeez.
Bigger of a rivalry than that.
Throw the record books out, man. Yeah, and the thing with cereal, something that Evan touched on. I don't know why this always stuck out to me. I remember distinctly in fourth grade, Mrs. Deep sitting there like on a Monday, and she was talking to us about her weekend, and she said, "And on Saturday, I had cereal for dinner because when you're an adult, you can eat whatever you want when you're an adult for dinner." And I took that message to heart, and I was like, someday, like I may not cure cancer, I may not, solve world hunger, but I'm just going to eat breakfast cereal whenever the hell I want. And this show is the culmination of that. So thank you, Mrs. Deep, wherever you are out there right now. Before we jump into our cereal draft, we do have our dedicated 30 seconds to actual NFL draft coverage. So, Nick, if you could go ahead and play our 30 seconds of actual NFL draft coverage.
Let's say your favorite team had replaced their all-pro center. How are you going to get that interior offensive line healthy through the draft? There's Elijah Vera Tucker from USC, who's an absolute phenom. There's Wyatt Davis from Ohio State, who happens to be the grandson of Packers legend Willie Davis. Creed Humphrey from Oklahoma. If you want to go the Alabama route, there's Landon Dickerson or Deontay Brown. If you like the local flavor, there's Quinn Miners from UW-Whitewater, who is absolutely soaring up draft charts. And then there's the big nasty Trey Smith from Tennessee. Back to the only 10 I see. Dan?
Andrew always buttering me up to get more airtime here on the show. All right, so rules, everybody. Actually, you know what? Hold on, wait, before we get into that, because usually we just jump into it, but we can't. I was telling Jimmy and Ryan when they were in here, we can't have anything Packer related today, on today of all days, without addressing the elephant in the room. Guys, I'm not even going to ask your opinion on it, because I feel like we all know what everyone's opinion on it is in the Packer universe. Nick, I don't even want to actually address it by name. I just want you to play our classic Bears news clip. We're going to play that, and then we're going to jump straight into the cereal.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready? Ready!
No! Dude, no fucking way!
Hey, that's a good one.
Why are you...
No, wait. I'm not finished holding my sides.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
We busted that out for the Patton News a couple of weeks ago, and it is the staple now for anything and everything Bears related. So Bears, keep doing you, man. Totally appreciate it. All right, cereal draft time, guys. The couple rules that we have here. Nick, if you want to throw those up for us. Rule number 1 is no trades. That is our Todd Varney rule. Number 2, the second Todd Varney rule, stray away from the category you own risk. I feel like we shouldn't have any much trouble here with cereal. It's a pretty cut and dry, no pun intended, category for cereal. And number 3, of course, the big one is have fun. We're here to have fun, and we're going to have fun with our draft of cereal. 5 rounds, guys, snake draft style. Ryan, we gave you the first pick overall. The weight is heavy on your shoulders, sir. And so, also, of course, if you haven't seen, we have some wonderful imaging to play when your pick is in. So just make sure that you cue producer Nick when you're about to make your pick so we can play the imaging, because we worked really hard on it. But other than that, Ryan, the floor is yours. You are on the clock for pick number 1.
So the pick is in? Is that what we're doing? All right. With the first overall pick in the 2021 cereal draft, Packernet Podcast selects Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
This is bullshit. I will cuss you guys out if you take my cereal. Just so we set the precedent. I will swear.
I'm so glad you let me go first, because I knew I wasn't making it to the second round.
If it slipped to number 2, I was ready to go. I was ready.
I mean, that's a surefire number 1 pick.
Yeah,
who does have you ever met a single person in their life that doesn't love cinnamon toast, or at least just will eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Like, just tolerate it, I guess.
Just the milk when it's gone is amazing. It's so good.
God. Yeah. It's the best. I mean, why do you think that Aaron Jones touchdown squares are basically Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Because it's the best cereal overall. Yeah, I was really worried. I knew that right off the bat, if he didn't pick Cinnamon Toast Crunch, it was going to set a weird trend for this draft. But, I mean, yeah, that's the surefire. That's the Heisman Trophy winner, pick number 1. All right, Cinnamon Toast Crunch off the board. Evan, one of your props is down. So hopefully you've got something lined up here for pick number 2.
I actually don't have a box of what the second pick is going to be, but my pick is ready to go. All right, with the second overall pick, we're going with Reese's Puffs.
You mother.
Ooh.
My number one and
All
my
right.
backup. Good pick, though.
All right.
Good pick. Good
Chocolate,
pick, good pick.
peanut butter, doesn't tear the roof of your mouth up like peanut butter crunch does. And have you had Reese's Puffs with chocolate milk? The double chocolate bomb is fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah. Try that one next time you get a box of Reese's Puffs. It's tremendous. So I'm very happy with that as a backup option to my number one.
That's that's a solid number 2 pick. I mean, it's chalk so far in the first 2 picks of the draft. It's going to be, look, this is going to be, everyone picks their, we're going to get the mainstays out of the way here first. It's going to get weird here in the second and on draft, but first round here, we're getting all the blue chips out of the way. I mean, it just makes so much sense because the Reese Cup is probably one of the most simple, easiest, delicious candies in the world. It's stupid how easy and simple it is. And then just to take that combination, make it in cereal, it's what is this? Cinnamon Toast Crunch coffee creamer. I can dig that. Cinnamon Toast shot. I don't know if anyone is a degenerate like me at the bars.
Stuff?
It's done one a long time ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's back in my college days. It's rum chata, and I'm pretty sure it's I think it's Fireball is in there. Yeah,
that sounds right.
So I can dig any kind of fruity little shot like that anytime. All right, we've got Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Reese's Puffs are off the board. So Jimmy, it falls to you for number 3. What do you got?
I'm moving up my number 2 pick, or my second round pick. At least I was hoping it was going to fall that way. But producer Nick, my pick is in. So a little backstory to this one before I announce it. So as a teacher, the state food program that we have, you have to mark down what student has breakfast. And when this breakfast comes in, if there's extra, I'll look at students that I have a good relationship with and I'll go, you had breakfast. So then I can keep it. And then I'd eat it later on at lunch, but I'd look and be like, hey, I'm marking you down. So if anyone asks, you had breakfast. The pick I'm going with is Golden Grams. They're my stuff. So Golden Grams, number 3 pick overall.
Wow. I love
Golden Grams. Man.
I love Golden Grams. I love Golden Grams. Is it a first round pick? Jimmy, I think Ryan and Evan scared you. I think they scared you into you reached.
Of course, they took my number 1 and then my backup. And then I was like, oh shit, what am I gonna do now?
Yeah, I love gold. I love it.
High quality for sure. The graham cracker flavor is always one that is a winner for me. So I found if anybody's a whiskey fan, Angel's Envy Rye, their rye whiskey is finished in rum barrels and it tastes just like Golden Grams.
Ooh.
So tip for you on that one.
I wish you would have told me that literally 20 minutes ago because I ran to the liquor store and I bought Copper 12 just for this. And I was like, I got to get some whiskey. Damn it.
Good stuff. No,
all right.
Strong pick. I'm a fan.
So,
suck it,
I love
bastard.
Here's the thing, Jimmy. I've got 2 back-to-back picks here, and then it's you again. Were you worried that I was going to take Golden Grams?
Yes,
worried that was high on my big board.
Well, if it's not, it should be. You degenerate. I don't know what. I'm kind of judging you now, actually. So.
Look, man. Here's the thing. I'm a big fatty. I have been grinding this tape for years, literally decades of cereal grinding work. All right, I've got my 2 here locked in the bag. I think it's criminal that this one fell to this position. I think it's just a matter of there's only room for a top, there's only room for 3 in the top 3. So I think for this one to fall here to me at number 4 is fantastic. Nick, go ahead and hit the sound. It's Frosted Flakes. It is the sugary cereal that has had the best PR campaign to convince you that athletes are eating this every single day with a big animated tiger, and that it actually helps you like do something other than clog your arteries with sugar. It's a terrible cereal for you that has had like a fantastic campaign. I think Frosted Flakes, they're a simple go-to staple breakfast, and easily Tony the Tiger is the cereal mascot that would win any cereal mascot fight by far. He's got the best PR campaign. So I'm going to go Frosted Flakes.
I'm with you that he would definitely win any cereal mascot battle, but I don't know. I'm judging that pick. I like Frosted Flakes, and I looked at it and I was like, no one's going to pick that to like the third round.
See, yeah, the simplicity there. I feel like your first round pick, you got to knock it out of the park with something really unique, something different, something that you can't find something similar later on. And I feel like a lot of other sugary, flaky type of things that you could land later. So I would have been waiting on it personally.
Yeah, you suck, Dan.
I've still yet to win a fan voting for any of these things, and it's my goddamn show. I am determined to win one of these fan votes. Damn it!
Well, you fucked up already, so I don't know. I don't know if today's the day.
Wait for it here. Falling to pick in the second round, my fifth pick. I think it's going to be. This is a complete value pick. Nick, hit it. Bring in Robin Williams because, Captain, my Captain, Captain Crunch, off of the board. Crunch Berries, still available, still a separate cereal, but man, and I love Crunch Berries. Really, anything the Captain does, he kills it. But the original Captain Crunch, for me, it's a go-to. Kind of, I understand what Evan was saying with the tearing up your mouth. You do have to eat that slightly slightly gingerly. but yeah, Frosted Flakes. Captain Crunch, man. I don't know what is the flavor of Captain Crunch. It's just Captain Crunch flavor.
So you're doing the plain Captain Crunch, like just those gold pieces, like nothing else.
I am building a base. If someone wants to take Crunch Berries, take Crunch Berries, man. But I have to go the original Captain Crunch.
Okay.
It's unique flavor, no question, and it's definitely right up there. But yeah, I still struggle with the texture thing, man. It really gets me a little bit sometimes.
See, here's the thing: it is the only cereal that you want to keep in the bowl longer to get it soggy, so that it's not as sharp right, going down and tearing up your esophagus as you swallow. All right, yeah, Jimmy, I got it. I picked up on it. All right, Jimmy, you've got your next pick. You overreached at Golden Grams, but what are you going to do here in the second round?
Yeah, you sucked and picked original Captain Crunch, which was a terrible mistake. I got nervous because I thought you were going to take mine, but producer Nick, hit it. All right, I'm going Crunch Berries. That was my when I was peak fat, that was my go-to food. I ate boxes of that a day. You know, it was so good. It has Captain Crunch the original has a unique flavor, but I feel like it's pretty bland if you don't have some berry balls in there.
You just picked this so you could say the word berry balls.
No. I'll pick a better sexual innuendo when I get to one. That's what cereal's missing, like a real sexualized cereal mascot. So if we want to come up with one later on.
Yeah. All the stay-at-home moms are clamoring for
that's what they're thinking.
The brawny towel guy of cereal mascots.
Are you still reading that cereal box, honey? What are you doing?
One of these days they need to make Captain Crunch like a pirate captain with like a ripped shirt and just get him all buff and
like from those paperback, not like those romance novels, just like
Bingo.
The long flowing hair and
Fabio Captain.
Yeah. Why are you taking this out right before we make love, huh? No reason.
Why do you want me to tell you how many serving sizes are in the bowl? Why did you shout yellow dye 5? All right. Evan, you can go ahead and make your pick, or you can continue with sexual innuendo jokes about cereal mascots. The choice is yours.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to go here with my second pick. All right, I'm going back a little bit into the childhood for this one. You don't see it on the shelves too often anymore, but it's so unique. It's so damn good. I'm taking Waffle Crisp with my second round.
Wow.
Pick. Okay. Curveball.
Wow. Waffle Crisp. Okay.
See, when was the last time you thought about a box of Waffle Crisp?
No.
It's not, you don't see it too often anymore, but the syrupy flavor, that's another one where the milk you get out of a bowl of Waffle Crisp is tremendous.
Well, producer Nick's on your side. All caps, like 18 exclamation points. Great choice.
So a key here, too, is I got to balance it out a little bit, right? I got the peanut butter and chocolate. Now you got to go to something more on the sugary base and diversify the portfolio a little bit, right?
Okay. You're a wise man.
Honestly, I think I have lived on this earth for 30 years. I don't think I've ever had a bowl of Waffle Crisp. I really don't think that I've ever had it.
You don't know what you're missing, man.
I'm I said, I'm an adult. I can eat cereal literally whenever I want. I gotta. This is when I need to be. I need to be expanding my horizons.
You should just raid a cereal aisle tomorrow.
Right, I'm just gonna I'm gonna have a broomstick and the cart. I'm just gonna stick it in and just shove every box of cereal into the cart. Yeah, one cart for cereal, one cart for milk.
Smart, good bounce.
Yeah. All right. So Ryan, you're gonna finish up the second round here for us, and then kick off the third round. You got back-to-back picks here.
I'm kind of shocked. Well, I'm probably gonna get dragged for saying this, but my number 2 is still on the board, but my pick is ready. So my second favorite, and it's a pretty close to being my first favorite, is actually Fruity Pebbles. Friggin' love Fruity.
That's a good one.
It's that, and that's a big texture thing for me. There's something about the texture when that stuff starts getting a little bit soft. I love a bowl of Fruity Pebbles, man.
That's I mean that's really, like, honestly, that's like one of the reasons that it was that it was so high on my list. Is you're right. Like, there's something about, like, it just becomes like this weird mush, but it's not mush, you know?
I feel like it's a very, very hit or miss. Scouts are gonna either love or hate that pick.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely on the downside on that one. Just I'm not a big like fake fruit flavored kind of guy, so that wasn't gonna be high on my board. And I'm not a fan of that texture, but if that does it for you, I totally get it.
If you want to know someone who is a fan of the texture, Kim put in the chat, she's a big fan of the fruit pebble texture. So
thank you, Kim. Always appreciate it.
Yeah, shout out to you, Kim.
I'm gonna need another one of these. Jeez.
So Evan, I can't interest you in Cocoa Pebbles then? It's the texture that takes that out for you.
I'd be going for other chocolate cereals before I'd go with Cocoa Pebbles too.
Okay, I can respect that. Yeah, Katie, I know my video is a struggle right now. I don't know why it's doing this. All right,
I love it.
Ryan,
you start talking and then your mouth just.
Great. No, Jimmy, I appreciate you drawing more attention to it. I always do. Cool. Ryan, you've got one more pick here.
I'm just glad I didn't tell my kids to come watch Daddy talk about cereal, because this would have been really awkward. All right. So my number 2s and 3s were kind of sneaky backups, just in case I lost out on some of mine and I didn't. But I think I'm ready. Again, kind of boring, but I'm a fan, so I'm going to go with it. Honey Nut Cheerios.
I judged you.
Damn.
You said, who said damn?
I did.
Well, of course.
I had that sit. Oh, I was really hoping that would
I would have let it come back to me, but I knew Dan would take it, so I figured I better drop it now.
Yeah, anything that a 65+ person would like, just assume Dan's gonna pick it.
What? Wait a minute, what the hell is wrong? Look, just because it's not helping you put you into the grave doesn't mean that it can't be good. It's good for the heart and good for the soul, man. I love Honey Nut Cheerios.
And some of this stuff it's like the super fruity, super chocolatey stuff. I'm just not into it as much anymore. So I'm going back to a little bit. Like I need a little sweet, but I don't want to go crazy with the peanut buttery stuff and everything. It just gets to be too much.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No, that's the responsibility.
I'm not gonna win, but that's my thing.
You know what? Trust me, as someone that has died on every single hill on one of these and watched Twitter drag them for it, I respect it. I respect the decision to stand by your morals. All right, Evan, your first pick in the third round.
All right, let's do it. So you started off with a little bit of a healthier option. I'm going to keep that going, but only a little bit healthier. I'm taking Raisin Bran Crunch in the third round.
I got opinions about Raisin Bran.
Not Raisin Bran, Raisin Bran Crunch.
Raisin Bran Crunch.
Those are very distinctly different cereals. So let's make sure we're getting that straight. The crunch is the honey coated flakes, the oats in the clusters, gives it a really good kind of textural balance. You get the chewy raisins, the crunchy clusters, the crispy flakes, and you get that sweetness from the honey that kind of helps you forget about the fact that it's trying to be a healthy-ish cereal, and reminds you that this is still cereal. It's pretty sweet and pretty good. So
if we were a band, we should call ourselves Jimmy and the Geriatrics.
Keep us regular.
What's so sweet with the Waffle Crisp? You get the savory peanut butter chocolate. Yeah, exactly. You gotta bring it back down to earth a little bit and have balance it out with a little bit of something that at least purports to be healthy.
Yeah. Well, Janelle, I know Evan. He respects the sweater game, but learn who this guy is for sure. Janelle, come on. Here's the thing, man. I just can't get down with raisins. I have tried so hard. It's like when you're a kid, like that time when you're a kid. I don't know if you were like this, but there's becomes a time in your life where you're like, should I try and watch local news to feel like an adult? Like my parents watch the local news. Like I'm becoming an adult. Should I watch local news and see if I like it and become like an adult? Raisins are the same way for me. I have tried Raisin Bran so many times that I'm like, am I an adult yet where I can like raisins in my Raisin Bran? This should be good for me. Adults eat this stuff. I should eat this. And I just can't get past the raisins. But to each their own, man. I'll respect it. It's a staple in the cereal community. It's literally at every continental breakfast I think I've ever seen in my entire life. All right, Jimmy, third round pick.
Before I pick, sorry if you can hear my daughter having a little bit of a tantrum upstairs. It's a real struggle at 2.5. But go ahead, Nick. My pick's in. All right, I'm going the opposite of all of you guys. I'm going straight diabetes with cereal, or I'm not doing it. I'm gonna go with this one. Oh, I have two options, but I don't know what your weird ass is going to pick, Dan, so I don't know which one to go with. I'm going to go with Apple Jacks as my what? I don't even know what round we're in. Third round. So I'm going to go with Apple Jacks right now. Yep, Apple Jacks. Delicious. Yep. Don't really know what flavor it is, but I like it.
It's apple and Apple Jacks. Wait a minute. What do you mean you don't know what
I'm
it's literally in the name. It's apple.
Yeah, I know, but it has a little bit of a twist. All right, Daniel? Back off, dude. It's really good.
The cinnamon. Look, here's the thing.
You have crossed the line.
They have their whole branding. Their mascot is an apple and a stick of cinnamon. It's apple and cinnamon flavor.
Now that I'm older, I get that it's a stick of cinnamon. When I was younger, all the time I was like, I don't know what the hell that other thing is, but it's really
called himself Cinnamon.
Okay, Dan, I didn't pay attention to the commercials that much. I'm so sorry. You son of a bitch.
No, Jimmy, you were right to pick that one because I had that sitting there waiting for me. Apple Jacks is one of my go-tos as a kid. I loved Apple Jacks. I just don't know why. Like it's anything with cinnamon is super high on my board. Not to tip my big board too much, but anything cinnamon climbs the ranks here for me. All right, I've got 2 back-to-back here. Yeah, I gotta go these 2. I've got a terrible one. I'm gonna start with the one that I thought Jimmy was about to snake right in front of me. I'll make that my 3rd round pick. So Nick, go ahead and hit that. If I was good at this job, I would have done research beforehand on this topic. But I feel like this, I will make this claim. This was the first cereal to bring marshmallows to the mainstream cereal world.
Don't do
it's
it.
Heart, stars, horseshoes, clovers, and balloons, pots of gold and rainbows. Or no, is it? There's moons in there somewhere too. It's Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms has to go here in the 3rd round.
Good choice. Now I finally agree with you. Took you 3 rounds, but you made a good choice.
Yeah, there is something about the way the milk comes out after those marshmallows kind of start dissolving a little bit. That's a nice touch. That's a good milk cereal for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Okay, Dan. Question: how do you eat it? All at once? Save the marshmallows to the end? What's your strategy?
See, here's what I was gonna say, because cereal is supposed to, cereal's supposed to be the brain food that kickstarts your morning, gets your brain working early on. It's the energy for the rest of your day. Eating Lucky Charms is like eating a puzzle, because you can't just be diving in there with spoonfuls like an animal, like just eating whatever you want. You got to ration out the cereal bits with the marshmallows, so you're not getting like a spoonful of just cereal or just marshmallows. You gotta play like Tetris with it, and it gets the brain working here early on in the morning and kicks off your day right.
It's the thinking man's cereal, is what you're saying. Who would have ever thought that the Irish inspired cereal? No offense intended. That was. Please don't send me hate mail. I'm kidding.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. All right, I am going to go the complete opposite way with my 4th round pick. I felt very confident of keeping this one for my 4th rounder. Aww. We need her favorite cereal. What's the go-to?
What's your favorite cereal? Do you like Cheerios? No Cheerios. Oh. Do you like sugar? No. Chocolate? She doesn't like anything right now.
Doesn't like anything right now. Okay,
nothing right now.
All right, I'll take the I'll take the heat off of her for a second there and make my pick. Okay, complete opposite way of Lucky Charms. Like I said, it's an adult cereal that I actually genuinely enjoyed as a kid. Nick, hit it. In the 4th round, I am going to go with Life cereal. Life cereal, but not just Life. I am going to go with the cinnamon Life.
That is the correct choice.
Yeah. If you sat me down in front of a box of regular Life cereal, I'll smash the thing with no questions asked. I won't complain about it. But just adding cinnamon to it kicks it up like 3 levels. It's such an easy addition to an easy cereal, but it makes such a huge difference. So I'm going to go Cinnamon Life here in the 4th round. I think incredible value in the 4th round there.
Yeah, that was definitely on my short list for coming around the turn here. So good call there.
Yeah, and again, I was debating feeling it.
And again, nothing makes you feel more like an adult, I feel like, than eating Life cereal. All right, Jimmy, the brain trust here is on the clock for the 4th round. What do you got?
All right, let me consult my expert.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go against you. Nick, the pick is in. All right. If this lovely one wasn't so cranky right now, I think she'd on board. She would be on board with this. I'm gonna go with another great after eating it milk choice. I'm gonna go with Cookie Crisps as my round 4 pick. I gotcha.
Oh man,
it's so good.
Sitting there waiting for it.
I'm so sorry. That's the one that I thought maybe Dan was gonna pick, and I was like, probably not. So I just saved it.
I mean, you were right. You were right to pigeonhole me into that because it's literally the fat kid cereal. It's just small cookies that they convince you is cereal. So of course that's my MO, man. Like I'm suspect number 1. But in a shocking twist, man, I don't really care for Cookie Crisp. I think it's too much, and that's saying something for me. That it's too. I just like if I'm gonna eat cookies, I'd rather eat cookies. You know, like I want just a regular cookie. But like I respect the ingenuity behind it. I respect anyone. I have no ill will toward it. But for me, it's just a bridge too far. But in the 4th round, I think it fits perfect.
Yeah, I'm literally, like I said, I'm going for diabetes. So if it has like a ridiculous amount of sugar, I'm gonna eat it. And I really wish you had ill will towards it because that'd be such a weird thing to have ill will towards Dan. Like, oh man, I'm real mad at this cereal
Jimmy,
right now.
Weird for me. I just went on a diatribe because you didn't know that the stick in Apple Jacks was cinnamon. I could have gone for 5 minutes on it.
I'm not the brightest bulb in the drawer, man. Back on.
All right, Evan, you're up now here in the 4th round. What do you got?
All right, I'm gonna go back a little ways again, and I feel like I'm taking the ones that are not commonly found on the aisles anymore. But hit it. So you know how you take something that's kind of boring and on its own, and you dump a bunch of sugar and marshmallows and things into it and make it better. And then instead of making it in a pan, you put it in a bag and you pour milk over it. Rice Krispie Treats cereal is my 4th round pick.
That's good. That's an underrated. You seriously, you are picking like the ones that are just like you are going and picking like these are like Alcorn State. Like you're going to find find these players. No, that's yeah, you're right. Like literally taking something that's good by itself and then converting it to the cereal version, sticking it in milk. It works perfect.
Yeah.
Sugar dissolves into the milk. Milk is great. You want diabetes? There you go. That's right up there. Like I said, Cookie Crisp was going to be my next one, but this will give me just almost as much of that sugar bomb, if not, right up there with you. So let's do it.
And you still get the iconic snap, crackle, and pop noise from it. Yep. Like you still get all of the flair and everything else. The bells and whistles,
right?
The mascots,
there, so.
exactly.
Yep,
smart.
Perfect. All right, Ryan, you have got your back-to-back picks again. You're going to round out the 4th round, and then start off our 5th and final round here. So you are in a perfect spot. You get to pick. You get to finish off this draft. You got the number 1 pick, and you get to finish off the draft with your 2 choices of whatever you want on the board. So, sir, I will hand the floor over to you. You've got your 2 picks in a row.
Well, I was worried Evan was going to snipe mine because I saved the last 2 are a little bit lesser known, and I thought maybe he was going to take them. But I got my 4th round pick ready to go. I'm going to go with Count Chocula for the 4th pick in the draft.
Wow.
Or 4th round or whatever we're doing right now.
Great choice.
Yeah, I literally Googled 90s cereals and I got so excited because there's a bunch and like some of them I hadn't tried. I thought about doing the well, I shouldn't say it out loud because maybe you guys are going to do it, but there's one that's like I've never had it, but it'd be hilarious and I might win some cheap votes for it. But no, that one's really good and I've not had that in forever. And I don't know if I'd still like it, but it was good back in the day, so we'll go with that.
That's a really good one. Another one though. I don't think I've ever had Count Chocula before. Like any of the family of monster cereals, like the Blueberry. I know there's more. Oh, like there's Frankenberry. Isn't there one with like a Wolfman or something on it? Or am I thinking of the Cookie Crisp Wolf?
You might be.
I felt like there was a whole family of monster cereals for a time being.
It's a genus, yeah.
Blueberry, Frankenberry, Chocula. I can't think of the fourth one, but yeah.
I love that, a genus of monster cereal mascot. All right, Count Chocula off the board in the fourth round. We start our fifth and final round here. Ryan, just like in round one, you start us off in the last round. Go ahead.
So this one's going to completely tank me because I don't think anyone even knows what I'm talking about, but I had it when I was younger, and it's a throwback, and I'm going to do it anyways, but the pick is ready. For my final pick, I'm going with Kaboom.
Nope. Exactly. I don't know what the hell that is.
Exactly. It's basically old school clown Lucky Charms is what it is.
Okay.
I'm googling right now.
Yeah,
the clown. That's right.
Yeah,
the clown.
There was a whole article on Kaboom that was kind of. I guess they discontinued it in 2010. So good luck trying it if you want it. It's going to be pretty stale, but you can try it out if you can find it on eBay or something. Maybe, I don't know. But it was good. I don't know. I had to give an homage to Kaboom, even though everyone's going to see that and say this guy sucks. I'm not voting for him. That's fine.
It's all right, dude. You don't draft to make everybody else happy. You draft to make yourself happy. That's
true, right. True Ted Thompsonite. Screw you guys. I do what I want.
R.I.P.
Exactly. R.I.P.
Yep.
Kaboom. Wow, I was not expecting that one to come out, but Evan, Ryan, I love it. Evan, you got your last pick here for you. Did he snipe Kaboom from you?
No, I could say confidently that was not under consideration. I clearly didn't go to that D2 combine to scout out that one.
That's D3, man.
Yeah.
Whitewater.
All right. But no, my pick is ready to go. All right. There's one significant category missing from my roster, and that is cinnamon. So I'm going to fill that last slot with cinnamon checks.
Oh, it's a good choice.
It's the best cinnamon option that's still out there. It stays crunchy just long enough to get you through most of the bowl till it starts getting soggy. They load that thing down with a ton of cinnamon too, which is great. So
yeah, they do.
I had to fill that cinnamon hole somewhere on the roster, so that's where we're going.
Yeah, some may call it the Mitchell Trubisky to the Cinnamon Life Aaron Rodgers, but no,
I don't know that I would argue they're not that far apart, but
right, yeah, you're right. No, definitely much closer. And you're right. If you're gonna get cinnamon in your lineup, like that is the best available option on the board. The cinnamon checks. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, I see a comment in there that chocolate checks is better, and I'm not going to argue with you, but I've already got my chocolate hit with the Reese's Puffs. Mm-hmm. So, yep, there it is. So, like I said, it was all about filling the spots on the roster.
All right, cinnamon checks off the board. Jimmy, you've lost your rust ball in the war room there. So yeah. Are you able to make your fifth round pick?
You know, she might be mad at me later, but from hearing her upstairs, I don't think it'll be too different than right now anyways. This honestly might be harder than my first pick because I have about 5 of them that I want to take, but I know this is my last one. So going off what Ben said in the chat, I have some undrafted, not Ben, Justin said in the chat, I have some undrafted free agents that I might pick up after the show. Producer Nick, it's in. Go ahead and play. All right, I'm stealing from Tex here, and I'm going to round out my selection, but stick to my main theme of diabetes, and I'm going to go with honeycombs. Honeycombs are my final pick.
Yeah, that's
honeycombs big.
Very good.
I love honeycombs.
Yeah.
They're not small.
No.
Honeycomb. Yeah.
You know, I had chocolate before, or I have chocolate one, I think. I'm not gonna lie, I forget half the ones I picked. A lot of sugar involved. I know I didn't have a honey one, so that's why I'm going with honeycombs.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's not my favorite honey place to go. I've got one here that I think is a better honey option, but I think honeycombs gets the bump for the comb, the shape. Having the comb shape, I think you get a bump from that.
Shape and texture are definitely strong points.
Solid.
Nice and crunchy.
Yep.
For sure. All right. So we've got our last pick of the night. Usually in the past, I've reserved this for a Kaboom style pick, the Mr. Irrelevant that I know nobody would ever pick in their life, and it usually ends up taking my draft. But I just could not find one to fit in my to put a cereal in my top 20 that I feel like would deserve to be up there because they're all good, man. It's like trying to rank the best dogs. Like they're all good dogs, man.
I can do it.
Justin, I gotta go back to his last comment, nearly almost giving away my Mr. Irrelevant pick. But Nick, the pick is in. It's Honey Smacks for me.
That's a good one.
Nice.
I love Honey Smacks. I don't know why, it's such a I don't know what that little shape is. They look like little like beans almost. but I love them. Like it's texture, it's honey flavor, like
Texture's
golden.
pretty good.
Yeah. Like Golden Crisp and like honey, they're the same, right? Basically. They're both the same like little bean shape, right? I'm not
what I remember. Yeah,
damn near. Yeah.
Yeah. Golden Crisp was the bear. Honey Crisp was the frog, right? Or Honey Smacks was the
frog. Yeah, Honey Smack.
Yeah.
Honey Smack was the frog. Yeah. Dig 'em frog. Okay, yeah. Then give me the frog.
Give me the frog.
I'll go Honey Smack on the last one. I feel like that rounds out my whole draft board with, everything. Literally cinnamon, sugar, responsible adult cereal, and honey. I think that makes for a solid draft board. All right, guys. So that wraps up our cereal draft. Seriously, probably one of the best ones that I think that we've done, just because I feel like we could literally go three more rounds and still be picking like top tier cereal brands. Let me go around real quick. If you had to draft, if you had to pick one more as an undrafted free agent, or if we went a 6th round, what's the next one that would have went off of your board, Jimmy?
Dude, I have like 4 of them. Probably s'mores, because it's cinnamon, chocolate pieces, and marshmallows.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be on my short list. That one, nobody even mentioned Honey Bunches of Oats. Somebody just had it in the chat.
That's a good one.
That's in there. Frosted Mini Wheats as a possibility.
Cocoa Puffs. No one did Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
Cocoa and Fruit Loops. Our boy Toucan Sam sitting here waiting for the call.
Nah,
like Aaron Rodgers just dropping like a stone. Like I said, we could seriously go like a whole other hour and be drafting more of these. The Cocoa Pebbles one is in there. That's I can respect that one for sure. That would be up there on my board. Man, this was the best one. We could seriously do a second draft of the other cereal we didn't pick from this one, I feel like. All right, guys. Well, let's wrap this up. We've done a great job of keeping to our time today. I think it just went to show you guys did a fantastic job with this. I appreciate you guys taking the time to do this for us, especially on a night that Wisconsin's got big stuff going on. So I appreciate all the Badgers sticking around for this. So real quick before we let you go, I just want to let people know where they can find you. Anything that you got to promote or anything else that you want to let people know about. Ryan, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
Sure. So Packernet podcast and Pack Daddy NFL is the YouTube channel.
Awesome. And what about on Twitter? It's just Pack_daddy, right?
Pack_daddy. If you're into that kind of thing, it's not that interesting though. You don't need to follow me.
Sounds like a Packer themed porn site, but I'm into
it.
It might be. Maybe you should check it out.
Onlyfans.com/packdaddy.
Never know.
Evan, what about you?
Yeah, you can find me at Tex Western. Again, I'm the managing editor over at Acme Packing Company, so it's acmepackingcompany.com. You can catch me as a regular guest on our 2 podcasts, Reporting as Eligible, that's at As Eligible on Twitter, and the Acme Packing Company podcast, that's at the APC Pod.
Very cool. I gotta say, Evan, you were probably the first outside of like the really like the huge names like Pete and Tom Silverstein and stuff like that. You were one of the first Packer like media Twitter verse people that I ever encountered. I am using you for free content now, and about like 6 years ago, I used you for free content when I asked you to write some little snippet for this like bullcrap newsletter thing that my radio station did. I'm like, I'm gonna reach out. I literally reached out to just SB Nation people. And I'm like, I like this guy. He's got Tex in his name. I'm gonna reach out to him. So thank you, Evan, for years of letting me milk you for free content here for us.
You bet, man.
But yeah, no, both of you, Ryan and Evan, both you guys do great work. I love following all of your stuff. You're huge parts of the community. Jimmy, I know where to find you, and basically we almost do all of our stuff together almost. But for anyone that doesn't know, you want to let them know where they can find you and anything that you got to promote. I feel like you have something to promote.
Yeah. Before I go, you complimented those two. Do you want to compliment me real quick before I talk, or do you want me to go?
No, I don't.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
You can find me on Twitter, Jimmy_C08. I write for Packer Report, and then also do some shows, random writing, things like that for Game On Wisconsin. Hopefully we'll have some Jamal Williams news coming up in the next couple days, so follow me there. My Jeffrey Dahmer glasses, I shaved the mustache. Well, I shaved the mustache down to match everything else because I'm looking like a real serial killer. But anyways, yeah, follow me there on Twitter. All my stuff will be there. I have some things coming out now. My knee's healing up, so I'll be able to get out and about, and I have some cool things to record, send your guys' way.
Very cool. You can find me on Twitter at DK All The Way. Here every Tuesday, 7:30 for draft day. And then with Jimmy, we have a special Lombardi's Bar episode coming out live this Friday night. Jimmy, I think we set the time officially for 8:30 Central. Is that right? To avoid the Wisconsin basketball game at night there?
Yeah, hopefully that gives them some good luck and they don't suck ass. But who really knows?
I mean, actually, we can talk about some positive Wisconsin basketball on the show. But you'll find that here on. I know. You can find that here on all the Game On Wisconsin channels and everything. So make sure you're following us at Game On Wisconsin on Twitter, and of course, subscribe on YouTube as well, so you get notified every time that we go live. As well. So for the Pack Daddy, for Evan Western, for Jimmy Christensen, for producer Nick, Dan Connick signing off from Pack Day. Thank you everybody for joining us for this episode. And as always, go Pack Go.